PasadenaChurch.com. You can watch us on Facebook or YouTube. We also broadcast our services on those platforms under Pasadena Church.
All right. Thank you, Pastor Curry, man. Thanks for what you do for our community.
Thank you, my brother. So honored to be with you today. Thank you to your listeners as well.
All right, family, let's turn our attention now to Mark from Anaheim. And for those of you who don't know, Mark's not his real name, not really from Anaheim, but Mark was keeping us above the learning curve back in the day, so we had to give him a nom de plume so they wouldn't figure out who he was. He was giving us, dropping all this knowledge on us. And some of the stuff that you heard that Dick Gregory said or Steve Coker said, they actually got it from Mark from Anaheim because he couldn't reveal himself, and they couldn't reveal what he told them as well. Having said all of that, Mark from Anaheim, welcome back.
Hotep.
Hotep,
too
brother.
Strong, too black. And how are you today, Mr. Nelson?
I'm still learning, brother. I'm still learning.
No, that's what you're doing. I asked you, how are you doing?
See, I get corrected on the grammar part. I'm doing well.
Thank you. What's your weather like, Mr. Nelson?
It's cold.
When you say cold, how cold?
I would say 20.
I don't know what I'm going to do. It's only going to be 90 degrees here today. 90 degrees. Oh, how am I going to survive in this cold weather? I had to give you a little psychological, warfare before we start, right?
Yeah, we feel sorry for you, Mark. Yeah, poor guy.
Hey, you chill out. If you're not, I'm gonna move in on Kim if you don't hurry up and step up, bro. So
I like that. Chill out. Yeah.
Speaking of the Los Angeles, Southern California area, good morning to all the listeners. If you are listening, happy name day, Molly, straight out of Compton Bell. Today is her name day, sir.
Happy birthday, Molly Bell.
So I don't want anybody to believe anything that I share on this show this morning. Do your own research, and I challenge any of you to be able to come back and say that I provided you with any lies, disinformation, or misinformation. I dedicate this on-air appearance today in memory of fellow South Carolina Gullah Geechee Frank Willis. Frank Wills. Now, Mr. Nelson, does that name ring a bell for you?
Yeah, Watergate.
There it is. For you folks out there too young to remember. If it hadn't been for Frank Wills' keen observation as a security guard, it would have never led to the infamous Watergate scandal. And Mr. Nelson, today is his name day. Had he still been with us, he would be 78 years young. I was living over on Marine Corps Base Quantico at that time, and the Washington Post was the first job I had where they were actually taking Social Security out of my check, so I remember those days well. I want to thank you, Mr. Nelson, for giving me this opportunity, because I think what I'm going to share with the listeners is an important thing. I'm not here to discuss the Epstein files. I told this radio audience back in 2015 all about the Epstein files. So, I don't understand, what is it? It is now, 11 years later. 11 years later, and people are acting shocked about the Epstein files. I don't know why. I'm here today because on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Mr. Nelson had me come on, and the last caller was Pam from Upper Marlboro. And she called in and she said, if this nation is going back to the days before FDR, what are we to do? But, I had very little time to respond to her question. So thank you, Pam, because I hope today I will be able to share some of what I think would help some of us and what to do. But before I get into that, Mr. Nelson, I have to go back and discuss something that has been discussed on your show by several different callers and guests during the past 3 weeks, and that's the Posse Comitatus Act. Unlike what many who appear on this show seem